Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Well, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channel. I think I could talk. I think so. Kind of. All right. Here we go. There's a webinar, and we might have a Tuesday event. We'll see how that works. So I'll go into that later. So, all right. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for being here. And go. Greetings. This is Michael. Yes, in these incarnations, you are learning strength, different levels of strength. And this is also, strength can also be different than maturity, as many are, yes, strengthening the soul, but still immature in many ways, especially in connecting to spiritual beings. Many souls here are not ready for that. Yes, they can take on many third-dimensional tests on mental, physical, but a fourth-dimensional energy is a whole nother reality, which is many in your third dimension are having difficulties grasping. Of course, that is changing over time, but still, there's a lot of the soul that's still having. They can only so much can be configured and understood, especially when you've been in the third dimension so long. Through many incarnations, it's difficult to grasp that vibration. So that's why many generations are important, the future generations, as the third dimensional ways, as the fourth dimensional energies become more part of your culture, third dimension becomes smaller and smaller. That has to go into all fabrics of your culture. for it to truly lock on to your society. You were already feeling it. Some are connected to it more than others, of course. But to fully go into your society has to take time to come alive. And it is. It's always been here for a long time. But now that it is truly becoming stronger, as you can see. And that is in your days, you will see this if you have not already. And just send your light to others, of course. Because more fourth-dimensional vibrations, the less souls being trapped here. Blessings. Greetings to you. This is Redmond with the Sirian race. Blessings. Yes, Sirian vibrations is very connected to your species. It has a lot to do with the music industry, some of it, and much of your, you call technology arts. Not so much your politicians, there's some of that, but that is another species mostly. We have enough of that in our world. We figured to give your world a break from that. At least some have. Realize as you go into more of a fourth dimensional vibration, many of your structures will change. Because realize in fourth dimension, many beings have light cities that actually take your energy and brighten it. And you have that slightly here, but that will change over time as you will, yes, rebuild your earth. So to keep your vibrations high, as you are now used to that vibration, right now you're so used to third dimension, so you have a third dimensional city structure that will change. That will be over time. In some areas it is, but usually it is of high vibrational colors usually. That does help the energy flow of your individual selves. And there's of course other things to be considered, but you are definitely on that way. It just takes time. There is much here to do as for soul growth, as you can see. But I am here for your duration of your questions. Through the Sirians, there are several of the Galactic Federation of Light are here also. So whenever you are ready, happy to assist.
Hey there, Redmond. Daria
Greetings.
here.
Yes.
Greetings. So I'll be the first one heading out with my questions. So just for you to tap into my energies, there has been, I've been really sleepy, like
Yes.
not the normal kind of sleepy. It's like being dragged into the astral, and yeah, I even went to the gym, and I think I even slept there. Like almost though. But anyways, do you have anything for me that could explain this I don't know, the sleeping
Yes.
condition?
There is a heavy Anunnaki presence in your area. that I believe you are bringing your attention to. I would say to keep them on the other side of the forest, you can say, because there's been a high energy of them recently, and sometimes they interfere with your Earth. They can just show up around your planet and cause mischief and not even try it. They're not just their energies alone will cause a difficulty here. So I believe that is what's, you have a lot of visitors here basically. And Anunnaki is one of them, and more of them are here than usual from what I'm seeing through your vibration. And I believe you are, some of it is helping, some of it is not, from what I see. But there's other species along with this, but Anunnaki seems to be the strongest at this time.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying at this moment.
Yeah, cool. I hope it won't last forever.
Well, yes, I don't think you're going to sleep forever. Yes, they're very absorbing. Well, what's going on from what I see is that they want to have conversations with you. And so you kind of, they put you into this. Well, you go willingly. I also, if you did not want to be there, you would not be going through that.
Of course, of course. I understood there was something happening on the other side, though. When second question is okay. So I had a person visiting me, troll, fairy, like this person, yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like they were said it would just be conversational, like connection. But what I feel, there's something, are there any cabal energies around this person, Illuminati?
Well, I see him absorbing your energies. One moment. The cabal energies, Illuminati, one moment. I do not see that, but I see him as very curious. But he's using a lot of their tactics, I see. I don't believe it's part of them, but he's using what they use, basically. So he's learned those things over time from what I pick up on. And you're very sensitive, so you pick that up also. So it's another part of your draining part of it also, is because he is absorbing your vibration from what I see.
So could this also be the Anunnaki connections? Or
yes. Well, this one is just very observant, and he wants to understand who you are or what you are, things of that sort, from what I see. Mm-hmm. So it is what you can always take back your energy and send his vibration back to him. Most likely you'll feel that pushback from what I see.
Cool.
But I don't believe he's aware of what he's doing either. He has no idea.
Of course not. Okay. Well, thank you for me. And next one is Kingsley, and I'll be reading up his questions here. Just a second. First question is, do I have any messages for Kingsley?
One moment. Yes, you are. Well, around the angelic realms, yes. You become more angelic from what I see with his energies, protecting his vibration. I do see him around Anunnaki a lot, but to learn of their capabilities without being absorbed by their complexities. I do see him around their energies recently, but only as an observer, but there are others he observes also. I see him around Arcturians, but it's not always going into the third dimension for him to remember. But that is fine. But just to continue in his process, he will let go of the third dimensional programming in due time. Blessings.
Blessings. And question number 2, any levitation techniques for me so I can hover around properly? Thank you.
Well, another way is to visualize your floor always moving, and you are above it, so you do not get pulled away. That's a strange way of looking at things, but realize everything is always moving also. You can most likely feel your floor moving also. Most likely you can. But to connect to the energies around you, to basically move, yes, against it, you can say. it will take time for this. Get to know your environment, basically. That's the only thing we can say at this moment. It just practice, basically. Blessings.
Blessings. And next one is Brian.
Greetings. Yes.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My first question is, when I was in second and like third grade, somewhere around there, maybe even first, I heard marching in my ears before I fell asleep. Can you tell me what this marching was?
Marching.
Yeah.
One moment. One moment. One moment. Only thing I can pick up, there's several marching energies that you're around. One is reptilian marching, and the other is your World War II marching. I believe you had an incarnation during that time period, from what I see. So, as for why you are hearing that, it seems like a being was there to help you remember that lifetime, from what I'm picking up on. That's the only thing I'm connecting with that. That's very vague.
Question is, my second question is, when I was or something like that to Ivan, I picked up a golden ring around him and beings in the golden ring. Can you tell me what this golden ring represents?
Well, yes, protection, but also the time traveling energy also. So basically connecting to our energies, kind of like to keep them together, you can say. Well, them falling apart, not to say that'll happen. But so far, it's basically mostly a protection energy, but it's also an energy to keep his vibration together as we are connected to him and others for that matter. It's a unique energy. Normally you will not see this on others that I have seen, at least. Blessings.
Okay, next one is Emmanuel.
Hello, greetings.
Yes.
I was wondering if you have any messages for me.
Mm-hmm. Just to meditate with your vibrations. There is a lot of Yahyel energy around you at this time. Musical Yahyel beings, from what I see. I also see an elephant species that you are connected to also. I wish from the Yahyel to just bring up your vibration. You most likely see them in your meditation energies. They are, you can say they are almost like an Amazonian type of Yahyel. They're not very, kind of like from the wilderness, you can say, but very advanced and very positive, of course. It's a species you've been connected to in the past, from what I see.
Awesome. I have one more. When I play guitar or like when I DJ or anything like that, are they involved in that?
Yes.
Are they giving ideas?
Yes.
That's
And
cool.
you'd be surprised, elephant beings are actually quite known for music. Of course, in their world, they're doing something else, but they are known for it.
Awesome.
Yes. Blessings.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Okay, and next one is Blue. Omran.
Greetings.
Hello. Hello, Redmond.
Yes. Blessings.
How are you? Doing good?
I am doing well, thank you.
That's good. Well, my questions are about, I felt like there was something called a timeline prison. I felt like I had a connection to this where you create timelines for those who are not positive, who are hurting others and doing
Yes.
evil stuff and all
Yes.
that. And then these timelines are created for them to be in a prison and it's kind of like a loop for them that they can't escape it if they don't change themselves and become good again. Could you tell me if these are true and what my connection are with these?
Yes, I see you as a custodian of this. I would say even to lure those beings into this prison. Yes, it does exist. You will see, yes, a great amount of Zeta there, and many different type of species, though, not just Zeta. There's always going to be Anunnaki, even Archons, and the idea is to rehabilitate them during this process, not just to keep them there forever. It is for them to find their positive purpose. It's to help them clear out the negative.
Yes, that was what I felt. I felt like I was just throwing them into the timeline,
Yes.
but once they are there, the timeline connects to their mind and body and heart and everything, and it will just connect to their psyche and all emotions. And when they change, they will just break the timeline, more like ours here.
Yes, when they're ready. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you lure them into it basically, in a way where it's attractive enough. You know exactly what you're doing. You don't get caught up in it either. They go right into it without your interference. Yes.
That's smart.
Yes.
And my next question is, what is my connection to the being called Enlil? And Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. One moment. Yes, that helps. One moment. I see a female energy around this one, from what I see. I believe it was relationships with this one and other incarnations. I believe it's a female, from what I pick up on.
It is a male, actually.
Male? One moment. I kind of figured you would pick up on that. You would say that, but I still see a female incarnations from this one on several occasions. That's where you have most of your connection with that one. In this incarnation, yes, it is chose male, but it has been a female in other incarnations. This one is it's warning honor, and from what I see, and even in other incarnations, kind of wording that to a certain sort of wording that. But I believe here is really wording that meaning, at least. One moment. That's your connection. I believe it's mostly relationship, but in this one, I believe it's more guidance from what I see at this time.
Okay, super. Well, thank you very much for
Yes.
that. And see you later.
Yes. Blessings.
And next one is Nick.
Greetings.
Blessings, Redmond. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming through. Thank you for
Blessings.
connecting.
Yes.
Okay, first question. I don't know, it's probably been about 3 nights in a row where I would transition from sleep state to when I'd wake up, that kind of in between time. Certain beings would come to me. One felt like the recent celebrity energy I had assisted in crossing over. Another one was like a blue-faced lady, and another one was like this is what I was picking up on, like a little kid. And I, from my interpretation, I'd send them healing energy and help them cross over. Can you pick up on anything on that? Is there anything that I missed? Anything that was going on in those events?
Yes. What happened is that, yes, they have not quite left your energy, as you can see. But you were not finished with them either. So I believe in your nighttime, you were ready to let them go. It seems like they weren't that easy souls to bring this healing to, from what I see. And so you needed extra time with them. And during your nighttime phase, I believe that is where you had enough energy to complete this transaction, you could say. So I believe, yes, that they were all together from what it seems. They all kind of connected to each other also, which is very strange, but that's up to them. So they're kind of warring through each other's vibration. So they're almost as if they all got on the same bus. And you kind of like carted them away from what I see.
So at this point in time, have they fully transitioned, or is there still work need to be done?
I believe they have done, but they're kind of they're sightseeing still. So they're taking their time. But I believe for the most part they have crossed over. But it does seem like they're taking their time. They've learned a lot. Now the three of them have kind of connected to each other. They're taking their time. But I believe your work. If you feel that you need, if there's anything else, you will get an indication of that. I don't believe so at this time.
I got it. Thank you, Redmond.
Yes.
Any other messages from Spirit? Second question. Any other messages?
One moment. Yes. One moment. Yes. Yes. Right now, yes, you're transitioning to a higher phase of your abilities. It has not quite triggered itself yet. It will, as your intuitive energies will connect more to the astral plane. You actually see the beings in astral. I believe you already have this to a slight, but I believe that will increase as it's needed. It's on a case by case. But you will also see the beings transitioning into astral, meaning that knowing that you are that session is complete. And you also might also possibly see the guides that you're connected to in the astral state in your third eye, possibly. And that just shows that you're connecting more with the spirit vibrations. As I said, this will get stronger as it's needed. I believe Yeshua is bringing assistance with this and Mother Mary vibrations. It is because some of these beings that are going to connect to with the clientele are going to be kind of stubborn in some ways.
All right. I appreciate that much.
Yes.
Blessings, Redmond. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Humberto.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, go on. Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question is, will I be allowed to stay in the retreat I live in right now for years if I continue to smoke cannabis the way I have been recently?
I believe so, as long as you are good behavior. Yes. I don't see any exit anywhere around you at this time.
Oh, great. Okay. My second question is, do you see me ever getting any kind of STD in my life? Sexually transmitted disease.
That is always a moment. It all depends on the partners they're connected to. So that's always going to be open depending on if you have several partners, the likelihood of that, yes, increases. But it all depends on your carefulness, basically. That's all we can really say on that.
Okay.
If you're careful, you should be fine.
Okay, thanks.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Steven.
Hello, Redmond.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, much love.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
Doing well.
Sweet, sweet. I was wondering if you could help me out on see if we can get more information on this dream I had today or yesterday. I was at this house and I was just chilling, hanging out with some people and talking with them and everything. And then over on a chair there's Snoop Dogg, and so I'll go and join him, Snoop Dogg, and we were just sitting there watching TV or something, and just shake his hand, and then all of a sudden he's like, let me show you this. It's called Yellow Jacket, and so I show him this stuff, and I was in the chair, and there's another person there. And then after that, some person came in the room, and I could swore I thought it was Will Smith. I'm not sure, but somebody came in the house or in the room. It's like, man, why are you rude? You're being rude. You're being rude. It's like because we were like really right next. I came into his space. So, but I was just wondering if you have more information on that dream. Thank you.
Yes, one moment. Yes, that's Snoop Dogg. Yes, I believe you are. You can say an advisor to him. You do connect to him often. I believe the first time you actually had him in a dream state, though. But if you've been connecting to him on several occasions, I believe to keep him out of trouble, from what I see, because he is known to maybe say things he probably should not be saying. I believe you're not taking away that free will, but you are watching out for him, for what I see. So I see him doing the same thing for you in other realities. I believe you have taken over in this regard. So that dream was kind of just to let you know that you are in good terms. Let's put it that way. That there is a connection there. You didn't just have it for no reason. You did not just have it it's because you have a strong connection with him. You'll probably feel that to a certain degree also. So there's a lot of loyalty with him also, from what I see.
Yeah, definitely. I've had other dreams with him too that were in it.
Yes.
And also, a second question is, does the Galactic Federation of Light have any messages for me, or the rabbits? Thank you.
One moment. Yes, at this time, the Galactic Federation, there is a lot of quietness going on. As much as going on as for putting together what's going on in the world. So there is a lot of inside work on the planet, of course, with the governments and systems. As for what you are doing, in a lot of ways, it's hands off also. There's a tension here being made, but also there is calmness to give, humanity a break from alien energies also. They do say around the middle of the year, much of the alien and human energies will increase again strongly as for sightings, things of that sort. I believe it'll be quiet for most of this year from what we are seeing at this time. And you're involved with sightings also. Quite a few of you are here. It is a collective connection there. That's a message at this moment.
Thank you, blessings.
Nothing. I'm looking at myself. Pictures?
And next one is Colin.
Greetings, Redmond.
Greetings.
So the other night I had observed looked like a shaman priestess come in and was trying to connect with him or her, I think last night, and I got the name of Guilford.
Yes.
And asked how we were connected, and I just saw the image of these kind of turquoise birds flying around. So I was wondering if there's any messages, or if you can tell me more about the connection and maybe what that connection is useful for.
The only thing we're connecting with that is mostly of a guide energy at this time. An observing guide, but also one of protection. Basically to make sure that you are following the path that I believe is extra assistance from what I see. So you can always ask this one questions if you wish, but I believe this one's mostly quiet for the most part. I believe she is assisting your grounding of your energies to follow the path that is right for you. That is all they're saying at this time. They're very vague at this moment.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And I'm wondering if there's any messages from you and the Federation for me at this time.
Yes, there is great change, as you are probably already experiencing, already going through. And even during your rest of your year, I believe in the middle time of this year, you will feel more that you're going in the right direction. I believe you're already feeling that, but I believe you'll start to see action also. I believe around most of your fall time. It might not be major action, but you'll also feel that you've got the ball rolling, let's put it that way. So a lot of the unstable energies from the past are going to start stabilizing themselves here. Blessings.
I see. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Yes.
Next one is Marvin. Marvin, are you here? Okay, so we jump over Marvin and we go over to Carrie.
Hi, Redmond.
Greetings. Yes.
Do I have any connections to you, please? And if so, even if I don't, can you please give me a download?
Yes, with the Sirians, yes, you have many incarnations connected to our vibrations. Mostly with the dolphin energies. You can probably feel the dolphin energies with you. So yes, we can also give you basically you're used to very different in your world, light cities above the oceans, basically. Those are worlds of Sirius that are very connected to you.
Very nice.
Yes.
And will you please, do I have any messages from anybody, angelic realms or anybody for my own good? Thank you.
Yes, the feline races they say that these, I believe the Lyrans are giving you positive infusions for you to think more clearly, follow your path more clearly. Yes, there's going to be some pauses at times. Not everything's going to go quickly, but you are on the right track. There will be times when not a whole lot is happening, but that's also for inner connection. For right now, but you are definitely going into the direction. It's not going to be as exciting as you might want it to be. It's all they're saying at this time, but you are on your path. They also show jewelry for some reason. They're not saying why.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Blessings.
Next one is Pete.
Hello.
Yes. Blessings.
Hello, greetings.
Yes.
Redmond. I was wondering about, okay. I have two questions and, where do I start? Okay. Is there anything that I need to know from my guides, angels, and the Galactic Federation or my star families at this present point in time?
One moment. Well, you said yes, your connection with the dolphins is very strong. And with the Sirian worlds, you can channel just the Sirian vibrations and allow whatever you like to connect with to come through. We do have a lot of jellyfish energies in our society. You probably can connect to those energies. Those jellyfish energies are very large on our world. They send out positive vibrations throughout society. You can probably connect with those energies. They're very telepathic also. One moment. And also excellent for healing. It's another something to look into for healing. The jellyfish energies is very strong for that.
I'm already connecting right now.
Yes, and even ships also are known to be in a jellyfish type of form also. I believe some of that is in your fiction to a certain degree.
That's amazing. And my next question would be that, oh my gosh, any messages from my galactic family or my family unit?
Yes, one day at a time. They do show a horse collective that you are connected to. Yes, horse humanoids that have had horse worlds that have had similar experiences like on this world. You can just visualize it as a horse being, basically. And you're very connected to that society also. And it's another energy you can channel. Many are not ready for that, but some might be. It's up to you on what you want to connect with. One moment. There are similarities on this world and other world realities. And eventually, the doors will open to those other societies eventually. You probably already know some from what I see.
Yeah. Alrighty, thank you so much,
Yes.
Redman. It's nice to hear from you again.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, we're going back to Marvin again. Marvin. He unmuted, but I don't think there's
Hello.
any... Oh, yeah.
Yes. Greetings.
But I don't think... Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. My first question is, seeing that I was from Sirius, but in the last couple of weeks, I've been getting contact while I've been going to work on the left side of my vehicle while I've been on the highway and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out, is that was my last previous message about getting contact or receiving some type of message from another being?
Well, I see actually Palladian energy there, from what I see. And they are protecting you. As for Sirian connections,
Okay.
yes, but they are very careful in their connections.
Yeah, because I caught a couple speeding tickets. I had to go to court a couple of days, and I had to carry my new little crystals that I had and everything. So I was kind of nervous, so I brought my crystals and everything. So the judge was kind of lenient. So I'm not sure if the crystals worked or not, or if it just gave me a break.
I think they gave you a break. I believe they're working with you. I believe that. Well, you're used to being given as an alien very fast. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're just kind of reconnecting to that.
But my second question is, I don't know. I've been picking up like crazy vibes, especially on the New Year's, and I'm just trying to figure out, am I going the right way with trying to meditate with these crystals, or how do I need to go? And actually, I've been trying to communicate with my guides, so I guess I'm gonna go with that question. How do I communicate with my guides during this year?
Oh yes, to visualize them in your meditations, basically.
Well, what do they look like? What is two of them?
Well, allow them to make their own appearance. That would be easier for them. They can show up as human, or they can show up as a goat or a canine, possibly. They don't really show. They're not showing me anything. They keep it a secret. But
okay, but are they listening?
Oh yes. Well, they say that you're, in some ways, you're complicating it a little bit. But just calm your energies and allow them to just appear. And he might appear as a gnome or anything. It's gonna. You're not gonna expect what they're gonna appear as. Just
right. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Marty next. Marty.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Hi. Do you have any messages for me?
Yes, recently we've been connecting a lot with the Palladians. From what I see, is in your astral. There is a female Palladian also you've been connecting to a lot lately. Also, one moment. I want to say her name is Ashna, something around those lines, or Ash would probably be more accurate. That's close enough. Yes, it seems to be they're just helping your open up your abilities, but also to give you a little bit more comfort here, because your lifetime here is not exactly going as smoothly as you'd like it to, from what it seems. At least that's what I'm seeing in your astral. I don't believe this has been downloaded to you, but if you visualize it, most likely you'll start to connect with it. It'll be easier to see it in astral. Blessings.
All right, cool. I appreciate them.
Yes.
I don't know, just any other general messages, I guess. I don't really have anything specific.
I also see a lot of canines around you. Of course, I'm from Sirius. There's a lot of canine energies, like canine worlds you've been going to, and astral also. I do see a poodle energy that you're around, but also the canines. There's a lot of, apparently you go to the canine world where there's a lot of gambling from what I see. And this is an astral. But also there are real worlds like this too. It seems like you go there for amusement, from what I pick up on.
Cool. Thank you.
Blessings.
Next person is a known person that has logged in as a known person. If yeah.
Is it me? Is it?
And you're logged in as Pam Smith.
Yes. Oh, that's not me. Okay. This is my first time, so I don't.
It's okay. So next one, I will call you up when it's your turn, and next person is Terrence.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, so I've been like remote viewing by accident whenever I've been meditating, but lately it's beginning like more clear and I guess longer. So I just wanted to know what can I do to like to keep it that way.
Just let it flow. It seems, yes, you have opened up another side of yourself. That is, now as a feline being and you're galactic, you have done this many times. Of course, many of you, but with your energies, you're very familiar with it. So you just open up that familiarity. I believe it would just come to you automatically. So I don't believe it will phase out from what I see. There might be times when it's not as strong as other days, but I believe for the most part it will be fine. Just I would say just keep it open as you do already. It will just open itself. If it does feel like it's weak, you can concentrate on it to make it stronger. But I believe it will come to you automatically from what I see. Or go somewhere familiar. Start somewhere familiar and then move on from there.
Thank you. My second question is, do I just have any messages for me from anyone?
Yes, your guides say you have been unlocked for a very good purpose. It's for you to know what's going on in the world and to bring more assistance, because the more you have an idea, and that doesn't mean you have to broadcast it, of course, the more you're sending your energies for assistance. And this so you can get more of a clear vision of what's happening on the planet. Apparently your third dimensional self is ready for this extra side. So yeah, you most likely will feel at times a government presence, because they will pick up on you eventually. But nothing to worry though. You just close it down if they become kind of a pest. Let's put it that way. They're known for that. But you'll be fine for the most part. So blessings.
Thank you.
Next one is Liz.
Hello, Redmond.
Greetings.
Greetings. Something very interesting happening. I have been hearing music. It is a very calming, soothing, very, very beautiful music. It's like almost angelical, but I don't feel like being from the angelic realms. And talking about the Sirians, it felt to me more like Sirian vibrations. But because I'm being under a lot of stress this past few days, but with all this stress, all I hear in my head is music, and I don't listen to music very often, so it's very unusual music, beautiful and soothing. Could you tell me anything about
Yes, I believe it's and from what I pick up, it's a positive implant for just to calm your energies down, because you have been traveling a lot more than you can focus on, and so when you're out of your body, I believe you asked for this from what I see, and just to calm your vibrations down, to keep your mind off of troubling things like in the third dimension, is to keep your vibration up, from what I see. A lot of secrecy around that from what I pick up on.
So you can't tell me where it's coming from?
Where it's coming from is an implant. That's all they're saying.
An implant?
Like a infusion.
I once would always ask about this too. I had the deviated septum, sinus problems once in a while, only on that side. So they say, and I went to a surgery to fix my nose, and it started bleeding too much. And the doctor stopped the surgery, didn't do anything actually because of the severe bleeding. And I've read about when doctors try to remove certain implants, that happens, a lot of
Yes.
bleeding. Is that an implant?
Yes. Yes.
Is in my nose?
Now, the one that is causing difficulty, that is more reptilian. That's, yes, I see that's more reptilian. That is what I'm seeing with that. That is not easy to get to either, from what I see.
I see.
I don't believe it's there for negative reason. I mean, it's there not assisting, but I believe it's been deactivated for the most part. It's difficult to remove that from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's from all
Yeah.
the troubles that have been happening recently, from what I see.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you very
Let's send you
much
energies.
for being here today.
Blessings.
Next is Gina. Gina?
Yeah. Hello, Redmond.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Okay. I was wondering if it's normal to sleep, not like just 24 hours, but almost for 48 hours. And waking up feeling quite negative.
I believe, yeah, you went into, yes, the lower realms during their sleep state. But I believe it was much needed also. And I believe you are clearing out lower vibrational beings, and I believe you were successful, but as you left, you're still living with a lot of that, from what I see.
Okay, is it something I brought with me or something that is clinging to me?
It's
or?
still clinging to you. It is not attached to you. It is just that you've been there for such a long time that energy is around you. But I believe after a while it will clear itself. Yes,
Okay.
that was definitely a long time. That is not normal, but that was needed though, from what I see. I believe you got assistance to stay in that sleep state also, because you could have woke up out of it anytime.
Yeah, because this felt like, it felt like I didn't exist, in a way, because I have no connected to my 3D body. So, yeah. Okay, so then my second question is there any messages from anyone at this time?
One moment. Also, because it's the new year, more beings can be, you can say, lower energies can be pushed out. So humans can have a breath, you could say. And it's like a purge, you could say, what was going on there. One moment. That's for your guides. One moment. Yes, they said you separated yourself from your body for a long time, almost as if you were almost not your body was operating almost. But you went into different realms of astral, not just lower but higher realms also, as you're doing a clearing, a purge in all areas of astral where you felt it was needed. And so you got much assistance. That the angelic energies were around you to keep your body in operation as you returned.
Okay.
But yes, it was. It's unlikely that's going to happen again sometime. I think that was enough for the time.
Yeah, and this is something I decide myself without asking anyone.
Yes. Oh, you asked others to. Yes. You didn't just go ahead and do it. You got assistance with this. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, and much love, blessings. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Next one is Miguel.
Hello, Redmond.
Greetings.
Thank you for coming today.
Yes.
My first question is about a dream I had last night. I remember like a dome city, kind of like floating up in the air, and it was golden in color, and there was a lot of like sparks or sparkles like It was a lot of golden everywhere, but it was like more like light, kind of like a city of lights. And I remember also standing there with one or two more beings. Do you have any messages about this dream?
It's a place you went for. I believe that from what I see is Arcturian. It could be. Yes, I feel it's very Arcturian. It was a place where you were getting more your one moment, your I wanted to call it your orders, but it wasn't your orders, but you're warning more about your task here. And it's a place you go to often for what I see. And it was just brought into your memory. I believe it's in your memory in the past too, just not. It's very fuzzy. But I believe it's a place you go to you go there to discuss Earth, but also many other things. It's not just this place. It's the universe. You discuss a great amount of subject matters at once. Blessings.
Thank you for that. And my second question is, are there any other messages for me at this time?
Most likely you will be, well, you go there often, but most likely the memories of that will continue. As if you're going to the part 2 of that. And even part 3, part 4 as needed. Because I don't think that's the last time you're going to be allow those memories to come through. And also most likely you'll see your children there too, because they're with you. And you might feel, I believe they'll show their age there, but one moment. Because they're part of this process. Basically meaning that they are open to your points of view, even in this world. Just not yet, of course. Blessings.
Thank you, Redmond. Blessings.
Next is Dragon.
Yes, greetings.
He has unmuted, but there's no... Okay, so we'll just jump over to the next person and come back to Dragon. Lucy.
Hello, Redmond.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm
Nice
doing
to
well.
see you again.
Thank you.
Hi. I too had a question about a dream that I had yesterday. It was I've never ever dreamed about space, but I felt like I was rushing through something, and then I was just floating. I felt like I was free floating in space, but the stars and everything looked just, there was nothing in my peripheral vision. There was just straight ahead, like looking out at the stars from Earth. And what was strange is I actually aspirated, like I aspirated my gum that was in my mouth, and I was choking, and it woke me up, and I coughed out, thank God, and went back to sleep, and I was still there, and I don't know what that was. I don't know what I was doing, and did I go? I know I was trying to make portals because all the plants are in the house, and someone told me to stare at the plant and try to make a portal. I don't know if I did that, and because I was sleeping during the day, and I remember I was trying to do that with a plant, but I didn't see anything. I don't know if you can connect to that or not.
Well, one moment. Well, you're connecting more to the 4th dimensional vibrations. I believe going into space is another way for you to you can technically say ground your vibrations, and to let you know, yes, it's not always going to answer everything, but you are on your right. You're going in the right direction with your portal creating. But your soul went into the space energy one moment to rejuvenate, from what I see. You're actually doing a lot. You're just not registering it physically. But I believe your astral, and most likely you'll go back into space also. It is just to rejuvenate your vibration, from what I see.
So okay. So I was just was I on a ship or just free floating or what? I
believe
don't know.
free floating, from what I see.
It felt like I was free floating.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. Then the other question I had was, can you connect it, the beings that are around me recently? I mean, very recently. I went from being just absolutely ecstatically happy New Year's morning when I woke up, which is really unusual for me, and then there have been bouts of just crying and not happy, and then literally murderous thoughts that I had to say, get off. Like, I felt like something was around me, and I'm like, get off me. You have no right. I don't accept you here. Get out of here. Whoever, whatever you are, it's just been all over the place. I feel like there's a lot of different beings around, but I'm not cluing into any of them really in particular.
What is happening is, well, yes, your energy is going, it is almost, you're picking up the vibration of the planet, basically. Basically, it's now sobering up, and you're feeling what it's going through, basically. Basically, we recommend to ground your vibrations when this happens, or before it happens, most likely before. To maybe ground your energies maybe a couple of times a day to help you stay in a positive vibration. It is up to you, of course. But what's going on is your energy is you're open, and many things are coming in, and it should not that should not be happening.
Yeah, it almost feels like a parade of beings. Yes. Because I have been dreaming again, but this has been waking. This has been awake and just not natural for me.
Yes.
I'm hoping that me saying, look, this is my vehicle, get away. You're not welcome. I don't agree to you being here, whatever, is enough to keep any negative attachments on me. I'm hoping that.
Yes. Well, to ground your energies, ask for Mother Earth to bring assistance for this. Because right now, yes, your static energy is easy for other lower beings to. You're kind of getting attacked slightly. So.
That's what it felt like.
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you.
Blessings.
And I hope you feel better.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Next is Dragon again.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes, greetings.
I've been, the energy's been getting better for me the last month, and I went on a ski trip with the family in North Carolina, in the mountains, and I felt that was pretty healing for all of us. When I went to sleep, in the hotel, away from the dense energy of Metro Atlanta, closed my eyes, and saw a lot of energy with my third eye that normally I'd have to do a little effort to see. And I just was wondering if there's any messages around that.
Well, yes, when you went out there, you went through a cleansing energy, basically. And this is always recommended, yes, to be in nature, of course. Of course, it's easier said than done, but yes, the nature energy is there basically to clear out what you call your daily life, why you think the Indians are very connected to their vibrations. Yes, it has to do with their DNA, but also has to do with the Native Americans, because they're just in nature all the time. And so basically you can say you're connecting to your Native American, from what I see. You're opening up that chamber within you. I believe everyone has a little bit of that here. So.
All right. Thank you. And my second question is, there's a being called Lacerta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. She, Earth reptilian, who came to the surface and shared a lot of information with some random guy in the middle of the mountains. And then, you know, I think that was it. Like, there hasn't been any more information or messages from her, as far as I know, that's been published. Do you have any messages about how she's doing, or any other information about her?
Well, she can return. I don't believe she has been technically asked, but she can return. The chance of her information being the same this time, it depends on who is connected to her vibrations. But yes, she is there to breathe enlightenment to the direction of humanity, from what I see, as all beings in their own way. But she is very connected to this earth, thousands of years, very connected to this planet, from what I see.
And by return, did you mean she could return in the physical form she did that time, or
Most likely alien, just channeled mostly, from what I see.
Okay.
Unlikely as for physical. Possibly physical, unlikely at this time.
She's doing other stuff right now, it sounds like.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Much love.
Blessings.
Next is Michelle.
Good evening, Redmond.
Greetings.
How are you?
Doing well. Yes.
Wonderful. I've just been experiencing lots of beautiful energies. So I don't have much on my mind, so I'll just take a message from whomever.
Yes, the butterfly energies are around you.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Earth recommends connecting to that vibration. You basically visualize yourself as a butterfly. The butterfly energies are excellent for healing. Can't go wrong with those energies. You can also assist family members of those who you connect with also. Basically, just, you can say, bringing a extra shine in one's energy connection.
Okay. Second, I think I would like to know something about I don't know, maybe who was around when I worked with my friend Catherine, and we had a really powerful healing session / also I initiated her into Holy Fire Reiki. And there was like just a ton of energy there. So maybe like some ideas of what kinds of energy were there would be interesting.
There is a Palladian energy there. Blue Palladian energies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeshua was there.
Mm-hmm.
Many souls go there, energies go there just to be cleansed, have themselves cleansed as healing is being done. And also Gabriel and Archangel Michael's vibration, from what I see. I do see some Yael there.
Really?
Yes. As a visit, yes.
What about the Hathors?
Moment. Yes, they were. I believe they were there in the beginning, yes. Just to balance the vibrations, yes.
So is that the short list?
Yes.
Okay. We'll just call that a night then. All right. Yes. Take care. Thank you.
Next up is Bobby.
Greetings, Redmond.
Yes, greetings.
I have two questions. My first one is, what is my connection with the Crystal Skulls and the Crystal Collective in general?
As for the crystal skulls, is mostly protecting those energies at this time. You do connect to those energies for knowledge as needed, but I believe for mostly you're just sending protection energy. But at times you connect to it for Atlantean knowledge, I believe, and also knowledge of your ancient world history. Of actually, your connection is very Arcturian with the crystal skulls, from what I see.
Okay. And my second question is there anything Spirit would like me to know right now?
A moment. Yes, to know yourself. Yes, take it one day at a time, but to give yourself gratification, that give yourself, a pat on the back, however you want to visualize that. Give yourself credit, because sometimes you're not doing that. It does help, because there's a lot, you are dealing with a lot in life, so giving yourself more credit will help you. You don't have to do it all the time, but at least have that energy around. It does help with to have more balance, basically. Blessings.
Okay. Well, thank you. Blessings.
Yes.
And for our last is Pam Smith.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I'm so glad to be here. Do you have any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, your soul energy. Well, they're saying just continue on your path. Don't let anything stop you and what you want. There are some energies that say, oh, don't do this, don't do that, but just follow what is right for you, and you will accomplish what you're here to accomplish, even if you don't know what you're here to accomplish. At least you're following your instincts, because there are others there. There seem to be others around that are sometimes in the background, from what it picks up, from what it seems. But just follow what you feel deep inside. That is the main message at this time.
Okay, so that's a consistent message. I'm doing the right thing.
Yes.
Okay, and my other question is, I have like, I don't call them dreams because it doesn't feel like I'm sleeping, but I get every once in a while I'm being lifted. First I'm being like my head is being turned very lightly, and then I end up being lifted off of my bed and carried through my house. And I allow it to happen, and most of the times it feels, I'm happy about it, and then sometimes it feels kind of a little bit spooky. And I just want to know what energy is that, who is it, and what's actually happening when that's happening to me. Who's doing that?
Well, it does feel like, yes, it is Palladian energies around this. And the only reason that you're feeling kind of unsafe, I believe, because it's sometimes you're around a reptilian energy. But for the most part, I believe it's fine. Because there are beings that are observing it for the most part. I believe it's mostly a Palladian connection. I do see Ashtar Command around you, but that is more of a Sirian connection. But there is a lot of positivity around you at this time. But it's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable with this, you don't have to go through that. But it is to show you that you are not alone, that's for sure. But there's also a lot of angelic energy there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that, because no, I love it. I ask for it.
Yes.
I embrace it. I really ask, like, can you just show me, touch me, send me a sign? And sometimes I want it to happen and it doesn't happen, and sometimes it happens and I'm all with it and it feels very bright. It feels like light, and then sometimes it feels a little bit like I'm like, what's going on? Lights are off and it's really dark, and so but okay, so it's good energy, and it's just to show me that I'm connected.
Yeah, it has many other reasons for it. They're not going into details here. But you are just put your intentions out. This will be a positive connection. Not to say don't do that before, but if you put positive intentions, basically, they don't feel strange. I believe that'll help your connection. If that happens again, you won't feel anything that feels unsafe. Let's put it that way. Yes, we're not going
Okay,
into full detail, but yes, it is. It's between you and them, it seems, because they're not saying anything. They're kind of quiet on it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, I believe it helps your connection with them. It shows trust also. So there's other vibrations. So either way, blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you.
maybe there's a message for Ivan as well.
Yeah, well, my energy is low, so the best if I just go. Blessings to you
All
all.
right.
Much love to everyone. Happy connections. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Anyway, I have a blessing before I hit the button. All right.
Home run.
4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Good night. Thank you.
And see you next Thursday, Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. All right. Good night.